So good morning everyone. Good morning. So for today's debate activity we are the three moderators,
Abhishek.
Aditya.
And Priyanka.
So we are going to start our activity. These are the three teams.
Team A, Team B and Team C. So they are going to explain topic over here, and Team B and Team C going to ask question on that.
So let's begin the excitement.
Thank you.
Let's just quickly jump into the topic. Cyberweighting. Cyberweighting is a thing where employers hire their employees, the future and the current employees, by informal way, that through social media. And do you guys know that 79% of the HR professionals hire their employees through cyberweighting?
No.
So yeah, it is. This is the thing. 79% of the HR professionals in US hire their employees due to with the help of this cyberweighting. And the possible problems that can occur due to this cyberweighting are social bias in regards to gender, race, age, and also with the people with disabilities. So if I have to put this long story short, which is we are constantly being watched. So there's a quote which I'd like to say. It's just like not having a social presence at all is just like a virtual identity suicide. So if we have to avoid this cyberweighting problem, there are three possible solutions which we have to follow. And number one is create a name and stick with it. You don't need to create a lot of accounts for your promotion or something, whatever it is. Create one name and stick to it. And the second thing is build your profile time to time and keep monitoring it. And the third thing is purchase a URL of your own name, which is purely for the working professionals. And the impression management, which I like to put in a very general way, it's just like a stage performance. Stage performance contains two sides, front side and the back side. Front stage is essentially a performance where you put in a social setting, and the back side, how would you like to be when the show is over. So if I have to put that in a definitive way, which is the tools which we use to make us presentable and appealing, is called as impression management. It's basically your attempt to control how others see us. So yeah.
Let's talk about impression management. I would like to give you a short definition of what exactly impression management means. Now, when people exchange opinion amongst others or amongst themselves, and they try to convince or make other people believe that they are morally and ideally correct and a respectable person, this is known as impression management. Now, in short, impression management is altering your own self, right, or own behavior. Now, where it is used in interview and assessment centers and etc. Social media is considered to be one of the greatest platforms for implementing impression management, as it allows people to alter their own profile, right? So every one of us present here, we do this thing, that we alter our profile in our social media platform, right? Talking about the professional one, we all have our LinkedIn account, right? Yes. So we alter our profile according to the needs, right? We tend to change each and everything. Okay. So common techniques, it is to receive the social recognition, and why, like, the two motives behind impression management is future exchange and publicity. Now, I would like to hand over the rest of the topic to Zimita. She will explain it further.
Personality traits. Personality traits reflects people's thoughts, behavior, and their feelings. Personality traits reflects people's thoughts, feelings, and behavior. More salient in their impression management strategies by being able to judge social settings. Now, self-monitoring. Self-monitoring is a concept which was introduced in 1970s by Mark Sender. It is a concept we improve ourselves for our own benefits. Higher self-monitoring refers to, it is also a personality trait. Higher self-monitoring helps us to alter our image, which serves the goal. McQuinnalism. Personality attribute which we gain for that others' benefits. It means that we work according to the recruiter's benefit. recruiter how he wants us. It is also a personality trait which shows a person's self-regard at any cost. They have an ability to manipulate and drive to the whatever goal they want to reach. The rest will be continued by our colleague Niharika.
It's time to discuss about some statistical analysis. As we know that this analysis cannot be generalized because it is only analyzed on 51 HR professionals which worked in IT company. So here we took 10 items for impression management. Here we replace people with items because we use them as data set. 5 items of cyber vetting and 25 items of personality trait. But due to internal consistency and continuity, we only select 2 items. First, we use Likert scale here, which is 1 to 7 pointer Likert scale, which is used to rate particular type of question. Then for check the reliability and internal consistency of questions, we use Cronbach's alpha. Then when we get to know that internal consistency and how much reliable these questions are, we further analyzed it with 2 ways analysis process. First is hypothesis analysis and second is constructive validity. Hypothesis analysis is done by SCM process, which is regression analysis and which shows the basic difference between observed variable and latent variable. And second approach is constructive validity. In constructive validity, we generally divide it into into 2 parts, which is descriptive validity and conductive validity. So rest will be concluded by my colleague.
I want to conclude this topic with limitations and future implications. The survey is conducted only in the IT industry of Bangalore, so we can't expect the same view everywhere in the industry. And it is a form of a questions which to the respondents, because there is a social desirability bias, and in future it will not probably play a crucial role in future because of faking the accounts. So thank you.
So very well explained by this team. So we will move towards our query round. The rules are same. You are supposed to ask 6 questions. So we will start with team number 1.
I liked everything that you said. I had just one query. You never mentioned the impact of impression management on cyber vetting. So would you like to brief me about that? The impact.
Impression management is not true. We don't present our true self in front of others, right? So the impact is always negative. No.
Like self-monitoring is a part of impression management. It's true. If you self-monitor yourself, it's true.
Yeah, but in impression management, we try to change our impression. We try to present ourselves. It's directly proportional to cyber vetting, and personality trait work as a moderator between cyber vetting and impression management.
You mean
Okay,
directly
when we analyze it with the statistical data, we through conductive validity. Okay, there is a relationship between impression management. If you have a high impression management, high degree of impression management, you will directly have chances of potential payback. So if we talk about present and future, we can't sustain without impression management. We can't sustain without cyber vetting. So it is directly proportional, and its percentage of directly proportional is 0.856 and 0.883, which are highly valuable.
Would like to know your viewpoint on Machiavellianism.
We are not giving ourselves how we are. It is like your example, if you are a recruiter, you are having some criteria, I'll work according to that for the job. So it's a microwave.
I would go with the next question.
My question is, you were talking about the survey that you had done with 51 people, but you did discuss about the results. You just were telling that methodology that was used, but there was nothing about the results mentioned.
It is highly related.
But without the result, how can we come to a conclusion? There must be some result that you must have got from
They have given us graph which is straight line, and I already told about SCM techniques, which is statistical equation modeling,
which used to tell us about the relationship between latent variable and observed variable.
Right, but what is the relationship?
The relationship is directly proportional. It is linear relationship
Linear relationship
between impression management, cyber vetting, and personality trait work as a moderator between them.
As in cyber vetting, you have mentioned that we can fake a profile and represent it to the HR. What are the other disadvantages? Please.
Basically many things which you want yourself to be hidden, right? So there is one is a face which you show to the world, one face is something you show to your known people, and third face you don't show to anyone. So there will be a couple of instances where you might have done something over social media, but then at the time of recruitment you would have thought, I need to remove this. So cyber vetting is a technology where it will take care of that data as well, which you have already removed in the past as well. So that is where cyber vetting could be a disadvantage as well for the people who are applying, because it can grab your data of your past as well. So that is where it is a big disadvantage for the persons.
Alika said that only in 51 companies this
Even IT professionals.
yeah, only in 51 IT companies this research was conducted, right? And whereas my good friend Koshamitra said that around 79% of HRs is cyber vetting method, right? So my question is, why can this not be generalized? What is the reason behind this not being generalized?
We all know US is way beyond India, first of all, and this survey was conducted in India within the 51 IT of Bangalore and Bangalore companies, what was mentioned. So basically, India still works on paper, right from the government right to the technology. So we are still trying to improve our technology, and there are certain gaps which we need to fill. So when you compare with such a big country, US, they are already way beyond us. So they know what all loopholes can be done, how to segregate those loophole values, and how we can proceed. So that is where the 79% which you mentioned was for US, and the 51 HR thing which you mentioned was for this current case study. So there are two different aspects.
Guys, thank you so much for your lively participation and cooperation. Thank you.
Welcome.
And